Paige and Arike, y'all have really been playing well together the last few games. What do you feel like has been contributing to just the chemistry on the court?
I think it's more communication. We made it a point to just communicate with each other more. Pick each other up if we, ever see something going on. But I think just building that relationship and that chemistry, and knowing that, we're kind of two leads on this team, and a lot of stuff goes through us, so we have to be on the same page, and we've been really intentional about it.
For Paige, what did you see in that first quarter? You guys had a heck of a start, great start. What did you see in that first quarter?
Yeah, we were just trying to have a fast start and come out strong, deflect and make everything hard for them on defense, and then get out in transition and run and attack and be on the aggressive end on offense. And so we were moving the ball, we were getting good shots within our offense, and then we were making catches difficult. We were reading some, and we were good in our rotations on defense. So we're proud of the start.
This is for Arike. He had 14 assists, career high. That also means that the team was clicking. Just talk about, I know you talked about you and Paige's chemistry, but just talk about the overall chemistry of the team and just you as the overall guard.
Yeah, I think in us simplifying the offense, we kind of know where each other's going to be now, and we're building that chemistry where, we know where our fours are going to be, our fives, the rest of the guards on the court, and just learning each other. I think just day by day we're learning each other and building that with all 11 players, and I think that's showing on the court.
Drake?
For Arike, feels like this has been a pretty good stretch for you coming out of the All-Star break. Do you feel like anything's been different that has allowed you to string together these games?
Yeah, just my teammates. They always have my back. Regardless of what happened in the first half, we've been looking at it as if, this is a new season, new start, scratch everything that happened, and just move on from that. And, that's what I've been doing. That's what the team's been doing, and we just focus on the present.
Paige, what's going through your mind in the fourth quarter when it seems to be snowballing a bit? They seem to be able to get to the line several possessions in a row. What's going through your mind as you want to stop that run?
Yeah, play the possession. We couldn't really get any shots to go in, so we had to rely on our defense. And at the beginning of the quarter, they were getting out in transition, getting easy buckets, getting to the free throw line. So we just tightened up defensively. And then their zone kind of slowed us down, so we got a little stagnant. So we were trying to change sides of the floor, get into the middle of the zone attack, and not let it slow us down. But we were also trying to run time off the clock. So a mix of that and just relying on our defense and just gutting it out, basically.
Paige, in what areas have you seen your game grow from the beginning of the season till now?
Truly, I think the way that I make everybody around me, try to make everyone around me better, and be a voice. I think I've grown more confidence in being a leader and talking and communicating, calling huddles, just always having something to say, something to always coach on the floor. And so just really, I think using my voice, and my teammates have done a great job of being receptive to it, even though I'm a rookie. We all just want to win, so all of our voices matter.
Great.
Arike, it seems you've developed a strong connection with Louisa, especially when you're drawing two and hitting her as a relief option. Just what does she bring that makes her an effective offensive player?
Yeah, I think she brings that European swag. She's really smart, really savvy. She just makes the right reads, and obviously, she's a rookie, but she's older. She's been playing pro for a while, so she's a really smart player, and I think we all trust her, to make the right decision, and we've had a pretty good two-man game, and it's been really effective.
Kind of building off of that page, Louisa hit some shots. She had a big game offensively tonight. We've seen Lee do the same thing. How much of a difference does it make for the offense when one of those bigs can step out and hit those shots? Yeah,
it just makes teams have to guard them. It's a floor spacer. It allows for, if teams double me and Reek, they can get easy pop threes or easy roll downs for a mid-range jumper or a layup. And so it just opens up and widens our offense to be able to get more driving lanes as well, and it just creates more opportunities for everybody else to get open looks.
Arike, we saw you break out some new shoes tonight. What's the name behind them, and do they have a meaning?
Yeah, they're my Dancing with the Stars PE. I was on Dance with the Stars in 2018, so it's kind of like a little disco ball, shiny. Yeah, they're fire. That was my first time wearing them. I love them, but shout out to Nike.
They worked well.
Yeah, they did.
She was dancing.
Yeah.
Paige, you mentioned your defense tonight, leaning on that late in the game for both of you, actually. How would you assess the growth in your defense from the beginning of season to now?
I think it's still continuing to grow. We felt like we haven't done a great job the last couple of games. Either one person's going off or all 5 to 6 people are in double digits. So we wanted to clean that up and really just make things more difficult. It'll make things easier for us on offense and getting out in transition, but dictating more, disrupting more, and so that's the emphasis moving forward.
Christian on the Zoom.
Hi, yes, my question is for both of you. Really just considering how the season started with players being gone during Eurobasket, injuries, hardship contracts. How have you guys started to build that connection going to the later half of the season? Now that you know this roster that you have now is pretty set.
Paige. What was the question? Building chemistry now that our roster is set.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's difficult, just having people in and out of the lineups, people leaving, people going, but that's life. It's just next woman up mentality and just build and grow with what you play the hand you were dealt at that time, but it's very nice to obviously get some fluidity and some consistency in who we're going to get to see every night, and that's also getting reps and practice with each other. So obviously with repetition, it becomes better, so it's been nice to get a little bit of that.
Jordan on the Zoom.
Hey ladies, Jordan with Television Sports. Congrats on the win. My question is for both players. So you guys have picked up 2 impressive wins against Seattle and New York post All-Star break. Just talk about how to use that to build some momentum going into Wednesday's game against Atlanta.
Rick.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, we got a win against Seattle, but then we had a loss against who do we play?
The Valkyries.
Yeah, the Valkyries, and then a loss against Aces. So it's not really it's game to game. Obviously, if we kept that momentum against Seattle, we would be 4-0. So it's a great win, but it's a whole other team coming in on Wednesday and who play different than this team, and we just got to take the good from this game. But obviously, we have to lock in on the other team. So it's not really keep it going. It's game to game. I think Pete said that last time. It's like momentum is kind of a myth. Like it's game to game, and we got to stay in the presence and. Just focus on Atlanta, one game at a time.
Rob, go ahead.
Thank you, Rob Tianson from the Podium Finish. My question's for both Paige and Arike. Paige, what did it mean to deliver such a steady, efficient performance in both ends against the defending champions? And how key was it to set the tone early, especially with your bucket in the first 30 seconds? And for you, Arike, how did it feel to have your rhythm out there and help steer the team through those momentum swings with your double-double tonight?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it wasn't really about my performance, but Arike's. It's a what have you done for me lately world. It's a what have you done for me lately league. I think everybody should be writing a story about her tonight. To have an efficient 20 points, to have 14 assists, one turnover, and just playing within the offense, playing within the flow, playing on both sides of the ball. I mean, for her to come and turn around after this All-Star break and perform how she's performing, I think the conversation between us has been controlling what we can control, and leading and using our voice and not being affected by all the things that happen within a basketball game, but staying present and staying focused. And I think that's done wonders for us, and it's not going to work. It's not going to be beautiful every single night, but for a performance like this tonight, the story should be about her.
Andrew, go ahead.
Thanks, Pam. First for the pride of Milwaukee, Arike, with 14 assists, only 1 turnover, and Skylar had a triple-double tonight, so Notre Dame was having something go crazy in a great way tonight. Was this your best decision-making of your career for you and for Paige? You got to meet Usain Bolt yesterday, and he was back again tonight. Just thoughts of meeting Usain there. So first for you, Arike.
Honestly, I'm not sure. I've played a lot of games in the WNBA, but I think it is. I mean, it's my highest career assist, so it probably is in that conversation. But yeah, I mean, credit to the team. They were knocking everything down. Honestly, it was easy. Just swing it to them, and they were knocking it down. So it was definitely great team basketball.
Yeah, Usain's the GOAT, fastest man to ever live. So to be in his presence, I was just trying to soak something up, get some speed from him. But really just an honor to meet him, and very grateful he's supporting the WNBA women's basketball, attending our games. So that was an awesome opportunity.
And last one to Rob. Sorry, you're good. Last one to DJ.
Questions for both Arike and Paige. For Arike, what clicked tonight for you as a passer? And then for Paige, I wanted to know, what have you learned from Arike, not just as a scorer, but as a decision maker, that's helped you read the game better?
I mean, just trusting your teammates. They started to, double a little bit, trap a little bit, and, you know, the rest of the team would get into open space and they were knocking it down. So, like I said, it was pretty easy because they were knocking everything down, and everybody was efficient, you know, looking for their shot, and everybody was, you know, willing to make the extra pass, which just opens everything for everyone.
Yeah, and I think Reek's been handling doubles since she entered the league. So for me, being a rookie, experiencing this, how to handle that, how to handle the pressure, learning from her how to hit the short roll. I had never done that a ton in college. So just learning and dissecting how she handles the pressure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Remember, coach.